What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in some more Tales of Aries. Before we get even further into the video, I want to give a special shout out to Bandai Namco for giving us early access to the game. We got a chance to play the game, and what we're here to talk about is what is Tales of Aries 60 hours after playing the game. And don't worry, I'm not gonna have any story spoilers, but I'm just gonna spoil it right now and say the game is amazing, and simply amazing for multiple reasons. This is probably I'm comfortable saying the best JRPG I've played in a long time, and I've played a lot of them. I was super excited to get back into Tales because I've played a lot of them in my days. I played Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Destiny 1, Tales of Destiny 2, Symphonia, all the latest Abyss, all the latest Tales game. I played them because I loved the action behind it. It was one of the first RPGs I played outside of Star Ocean 2, where it was an action-based RPG, and it was fast. It was fast-paced. It was fun. In the back in the day, it was side-scroller. It didn't get 3D, I believe, until Symphonia. But we're here inside the new and improved Tales of Aries. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's dive in. So Tales of Aries, what makes this game amazing is, one, this game is available on PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, all the major consoles. And it's the first one to run on the Unreal Engine. So just looking at it, the game is just absolutely gorgeous. The colors are vibrant, they pop out, the character customization is good, the voice acting is good, the story is good, and it's just, I would just start by saying that you're gonna enjoy yourself, and it's a long game. I'm 60 hours in and I've not completed the game yet. Yes, I'm 60 hours in. I haven't completed the game. There's a lot more things for me to unlock. There's a lot more skills for me to get. There's a lot more things for me to explore. This game, easily 80 to 120 hour game. And that's where I think this game is gonna be. So what we're gonna be having is, I'm gonna have a lot more guide videos on the channel. The way my strategy is gonna be is, I'm gonna put out guide videos, I'm gonna put out tips and tricks, I'm gonna put out all the boss fights in the game so you can see like my first attempts with them. Because this game is one I really enjoyed it, so this is gonna be the main game we're gonna play for a little while on the channel. Back to the first thing, story. The story is great. The story is action-packed. The story is super fun. It's not... Typically you think like, oh, it's an anime game, the story would be cheesy, but it's actually really good. There's some moments in there I was like, wow, this is intense. It's a relatable story, it's deep, has a lot of depth to it, and it makes you intrigued to learn what's gonna happen next. Also too, it's one of those games where, or I guess movies, where you think that things are slowing down, and next thing you know, something happens, you're like, oh my gosh, how are you gonna top this moment? So as far as the story holding your attention, captivating you, you're definitely going to be captivated because they did a really good job in this one. Next thing I want to dive into is just the gameplay. The gameplay is just simply exquisite. So a couple of things. The only skills I'm going to show are the ones that are available to you in the demo. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, they showed me everything. I'm not going to show you everything. I main Alphen, because I'm a swordsman typically in most games I play, so I really enjoyed the sword play in this one. So just so I can show you guys, I got 60 hours. I want to block this out, but just to show you guys I'm further in the game, I got 60 hours in. I loaded my older files, so I won't show you guys anything crazy later on. I got everything blocked out, so don't worry about that. But I went back to my old file earlier in the game, so just to show you guys how things are earlier on. So the gameplay, the action is it's fast-paced, it's action-packed. You got a party of 4 that you get to control. You can switch in between all of them as well. It's just super fun, super fast-paced, and it keeps you on your toes. You're in and out of battle. Some battles are difficult based on how many monsters you're fighting or how strong they are. But one thing about this game when it comes to battle is there's a lot of options for skills, a lot of options for customization for your character, and not just for like as far as equipment. With equipment, there's there's things you can put on, accessories you can put on, and armor and everything you can put on, but outside of that, there's other ways you can customize your character in terms of like your skill set, and that's something you'll learn as you progress later into the game. It's very fun. There's a lot of options, and trust me, when you get to that point, you're gonna be grinding for a while to enable you to unlock all of the skills available to you. I won't show it to you yet because I want you guys to experience it, but it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna play for a good long time in order to get all the skills. So, and don't worry, it doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel cheesy. It's just one of those things that as you're practicing your attack and your combos, you'll start getting points. There's a lot of ways you can learn things as well. Also, I'm gonna have some farming guides coming out as well, or how to farm your money, your experience, all the things you're gonna want to do in the game. Just like I was saying, if you want to switch the character you're using, you can. You don't have to use Alphen. You're free to use any character you want in the game at any time and make them the party leader and just main their character. Spend your time learning their skills. You like their playstyle, you're free to do so at any point. So I personally kept Alphen because I like that he's a sword player and his moves are super flashy and super cool. But ultimately, everybody's moves are super flashy and super cool. So it just comes down to what your playstyle is. You like close combat fighting with some counters? Do you like fist weapons? Do you like range weapons? Do you like arcane magic weapons? And like, it's a character for everybody that wants to kind of dive in. But that's a cool little effect. You can literally walk around with whoever you want and make your main character whoever you want them to be. And like I said, the game is absolutely gorgeous. So many ways you can customize your character. In terms of their look, you can customize all your weapons. You can put, there's layered armor, all kind of things that you can like kind of like dive into and like make it feel unique to your experience. This is kind of the way my character looks right now. Pretty fresh. Next thing we're gonna talk about is the boss fights. How are the boss fights? They're intense. So I played the game on moderate. There's different levels of difficulty you can choose from. There's normal, there's easy, normal, moderate, and hard. And I was like, you know what? I know how these guys kind of get down. So I was like, let me play on moderate. It's a little step up from the regular challenge. And might I say that it is intense. And the bosses are strong. They're good. They do have really cool skills, fast skills, AoE skills, and they have a lot of health. And it doesn't feel like a sponge fest. And that's one thing, like a lot of time games are like, oh, I'll make it more difficult. They hit you way too hard. They have way too much health. It doesn't feel that way. Even where I'm at right now, it feels good. It feels balanced, and it feels, I want to challenge myself as I play these games in the past to kind of see like, hey, let me sweat a little bit. And it was well worth it. I haven't finished the game yet, like I was saying, but after playing for 60 hours, I'm still playing on moderate, and it's been such a good like heart pumping experience. It gives that satisfaction when you beat a boss, like, oh my goodness. Music the music is fantastic. It is one, it's a good, nice, good vibe to it. It has some nice lo-fi tracks. When the things get interesting, it gets intense. They have some good music there, some good battle themes. The monster customization, the way the monsters look are pretty cool as well. They're all unique. It doesn't feel like they just copy and paste every single thing. The environment, colors are good, stick out really well. But that's one thing I truly enjoyed as I was playing, and as the scenes were heating up and you're like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen next? The music is great. It feels good. Very enticing, very good. So one thing I kind of touched on earlier is the game is, I would say, balanced very well. And when I say balanced very well, I mean like, so like back in the day, I grew up playing RPGs. And the number one thing you always want to do, you know, is how can I get super OP earlier on and just beast everything around me. In terms of like, I'll just stay in the one area and level up as much as I can to the point where I can't no more and just like slay everything and slay every boss. In this game, they do a pretty good job of kind of like slowing that down in terms of the weapons you can find, and also too in terms of like how much your experience you're getting and what that looks like. So it was kind of interesting as I was going through and thinking about, how am I gonna make the farming guide for XP? And we'll talk about it in that video. But let's just say that the game has a really good pacing to it, so the challenge is always there. When you fight a new boss, you find a new area, you're gonna feel it, trust me. But that's what keeps it exciting. If you were able to get super strong in an early level, and go to the steamroll everything later on, you wouldn't have that much satisfaction when playing the game. But not to say that you're not gonna walk into a new area and be okay. If you like level a little bit, you'll be fine when you go into a new area. But if you try to over level, like things will happen unless you like say, hey, have a seat and wait till you get to the stronger areas to start doing like big damage. One thing I truly enjoy as well is the skill ceiling in the game. It turns up like leveling your skills, doing your combos. Like I went to an earlier area here. I'm strong now here, but just thinking about, I remember back in the day, and maybe you guys can comment below, back in the day watching Tails videos, and you see these dudes do like 900 hit combos, 800, 500 hit combos. All of those things are available and possible in this game. It's just a matter of like learning your moves, connecting them, your different loadouts, and that's why everybody's playstyle is going to be a little different. Don't be afraid not to experiment with your characters, your loadouts. All skills can kind of like combo into each other, and it depends on what kind of playstyle you're looking for. So there's gonna be playing this game for a good amount of time based on like how much content is here, and there's no word on like DLC and what other things they might add in the future. But what we have today, I feel really good about it, and I've had a really true good time playing it. Oh, these guys are coming from me. Let's take it home. Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, this is early, but it just feels so good. And last thing I want to say is just have fun. I had a really good time playing this. It was good to just sit down and play a game through. I haven't done that in a long time, but it was good to just kind of like not do anything else, kind of relax, put the game on, explore, and just get lost in the world. And ultimately too, if you guys have been looking forward to the game, I know a lot of you are, and some of you are on the fence, like, oh, I don't know if I like this game. Hey, there's a demos available. Check the demo out, see if you like it. Go and play it, go to sleep, play it in the morning again and see what you think about it. But yeah, I had a good time. I'm still having a good time getting through the game. So it's a good experience. It's one of the games that I feel like it'll be a good game this year. Because outside of this game, the other game we're super hyped for is Elden's Ring, and that one doesn't come out until next year. So that's gonna be a good time when that drops as well. But this has been my experience. There's a lot to uncover, a lot to explore. Explore the areas before I leave. Explore the environment. This is a traditional RPG, meaning when you're looking through the areas, there's a bunch of hidden things you can find that's gonna excite your gameplay, just to say the least. So make sure when you go to a new area, you take all your time. Just make sure you just walk every corner. Make sure you uncover everything in every area, so that you don't miss on any goodies, because there are missable goodies in this game, and it's just crazy. You'll just realize that you gain like skills and different elements of the game by just doing random things, and you never know where you're gonna find something or you're gonna gain a new skill. So trust me, do your side quests, explore, talk to people, just at least try one thing at least once to make sure you don't miss any skills or any kind of abilities for your character. But this has been my experience with the game, 60 hours in. It's been fun. I'm loving it. It's been a good time. I'm gonna have a lot more like end game content coming out, but as of right now, we're gonna have all the boss fights and some beginner tips to kind of help you guys get going, what to look out for, what to not necessarily skip, but just what to pay attention to. But if you're new, make sure you subscribe, join the Smooth family. We're gonna have a lot of content coming up. Give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate support. You made it this far, you're a champion. If you made it this far in the video, put in the comment section, stay smooth. My family, till next time, dear gamer, signing out.